Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a painting video. As you can see, I got my colors with me. This is the colors I'm going to be using for this painting. Today we're going to paint a realism, my first realism flower. Get ready for more realism paintings. I'm showing you all my brushes I'm going to be using. I got that brush set that comes with a bunch of brushes from Walmart. So yeah, like this one I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show you guys. 2025, you already know. So I first start out by putting some water on my brush, brushing my sketch with the water just so I could get that base ready. I can get my base ready for the colors that I'm going to be using. So now I'm just going in with that color, that bright yellow. I thought it was beautiful to go on this white canvas. It just really called for me. But don't worry, we're going to add some colors, we're going to add some dimension to this flower and make sure that we make it as real as we can. And I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. Now for the first base of this flower, the color, I'm going layer by layer, painting over it, making sure I get thick strokes. Yes, I was giggling because my son was making me laugh. But yeah, just really making sure that I get all that color on the canvas because we're going to need it. Now I'm adding that kind of like bronze color to my flower, doing really thin strokes and just slapping it on there, trying to make it as natural as I can. And then I'm going to be going over it again with that same brush just to kind of fill in those lines, make them real nice and thick to make the color pop. So I'm just thickening out those strokes, spreading it evenly amongst the flower to make it real nice and like for it to blend in, you know? Now I'm just adding some of that titanium white, blending it in a little bit with some water, just to make it look as natural as possible. Now I'm creating those pollen, them little pollen sticks in the middle. I'm doing thin strokes, just a little bit, making it as natural as possible again, just so it doesn't take over the flower. Then I started painting the second yellow flower, and as you can see, it started dripping, but hey, there's no mistakes when it comes to art. That's natural, that's part of the process, and I decided to do it with the other flower. So yeah, I just go with the flow, and I think that it made the painting a lot more better. So there's no mistakes when it comes to art. Now I'm just doing the same thing that I did with the other flower, making those strokes with that same bronze color to make it natural as possible. And yeah, you know, just not using so much paint for this. So right now, this is what I have so far. I'm contemplating whether I want the background to be white, stay white, or to be black. I kind of like the white background. I think it's making the flowers pop. But let's see what happens. Let's see what I think. Let's see what comes to my mind as we keep going forward with this. So now I'm just starting to fill in my stems with this green color, this really deep green color. And later we're going to be adding more colors to give it dimension, to give it life. So the first thing I like to do is really just go in with that green. And then the other colors for the shading and stuff, you only use just a little bit, you know. But right now I'm just focusing on filling all that in. Now I'm starting to go in with that light green, that pastel kind of green to give the leaves dimension and to give it life. So I just go in with little strokes, but also making sure that you can see it because we're going to also go in with another green later on. Days after, this is what I got. I stopped painting for a little bit, but now I'm gonna get back into it. Looking at this painting, what I gotta do is I gotta brighten this little like yellow drop. I'm gonna fix some of these little things that I see that's not really filled in correctly. And I want to add a little bit more different like dimensions and colors to the flowers. The background, I'm still feeling the white, so I'm really just gonna add some details to the flower and then I should be done. So let's see. Now I'm going in with some more green to give it dimension again, to give it light. And I'm also going in with that titanium white to give it reflection from the light, from the sun, whatever it could be, to make it more real. Now I'm going in again with that bronze color for my pollen, my little pollen thing, So I'm adding in that color just to give it more life, more depth, because I feel like as we add more color to the flower, more dimension to the color, we don't want the stems to get lost in that. So now I decided to add more yellow to that drip so I could give it more color, because the other ones are more brighter than that one. So I'm just kind of evening it out. I'm also adding a little bit of white, a little bit of water to give it more of that real drip effect.
I like the way your body's moving closer. Dance to the beat until the night is over. Take it all. Make you sing. Make your phone so if it keeps speaking. My mama always told me nothing's so free. She's got good, I'm saving. I put it all on the table. Spend all that's left, ain't no way that I'm caving. One hand on the wheel, driving with one hand on my knee. I look in his eyes, but there is something I don't see. Late at night.
So as you all can see, I decided to add these bronze strokes for the flower to give it life, to make it pop. And it's really just about creativity here and to give yourself that safe energy, that safe space to be able to be like, you know what, I'm going to do this to the painting and feel confident about it. So you guys, I just added the final touches to the painting, and this is what I'm going to leave it with. I really love it. I like it. All the little details really bring it to life, that it doesn't even need a background color. So now I'm going to take off the tape and add my final touch, my signature.